hip hop.
YouTube.
See which one is which.
When I try to pull YouTube up on my multiplayer, it don't never let me. It don't stay up to date.
Multiplayer?
Yeah.
Hey, Boosie Boo, I'll scoot this way just a little bit, just to her.
Scoot to the right a little bit.
Yeah, just to her, both of y'all. Make sure. Can you see the sign in the back?
We might have to put you in a little chair, man.
Told you, man.
Hell yeah, you.
Yeah, let me get that chair right there, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting tall, you know.
Out here looking like he's 6'9".
Yeah, I'm sitting tall around here.
Yeah, boy, 6'9" Takashi in this motherfucker. 6'9" Takashi. Hey, shit, I'm about to say, turn me up in the headphones a little bit too, bro.
What y'all think
Simon.
right there? That's Gucci right there.
Nigga, that's perfect. Perfecto, amigo.
Yeah.
Ah. All right.
Is that you, Trey?
All right.
Is that you right there?
Mic check.
No, I'm talking about your earphones. Is that you? Am I playing with your earphones right there?
No, I'm talking about the mic, though. Mic check,
Oh,
mic
that's
check,
yours.
mic
You
check.
number 3. I got you. I plugged up different then.
Mic check.
Yeah.
What number start a P?
All right, let's go ahead and just do it like that.
What number start a P?
What number
Yeah,
start up
that's
there?
good. Talk for me one time.
Mic check.
Trey Deuce is always 3.
Mic check.
Say it one more time.
Mic check.
Yeah, we good.
Check mic.
All right, start
Check,
a
Mike.
P, start
You
a
right
P,
here,
start a P.
Trey Deuce, these yours? These yours right here.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm good. I'm Gucci in the headphones. I was talking about my mic. It sounded like it's staticky for some
I
reason.
think that was me. Hold on.
I don't know why. Oh, okay. That motherfucker come through now, nigga. What you do, that boy? What you do, that boy?
That's why I had to make sure what it was. You can hear Lil
What you
Boosie?
do, that boy?
That's right.
Yeah.
Start a P, start a P.
Start a
huh?
P.
Yeah.
What you do, that
Start
boy?
a peasy.
Okay, there we go.
Start a peasy. Hey, man, I'm just, you know,
What happened to our theme song?
I was just working out the board. You want to hear that one again?
Yeah, man. Why not?
You want to find out?
Yeah.
All right.
Ain't that kinfolk? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Run it back.
Yeah.
I should have gave y'all that new Feroso.
And Feroso.
That shit go hard, bro. Shout out to Feroso now.
Share it on my page too.
Let me find out.
Hey.
We find out.
Is that mine or why am I so low?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm low. 1 second.
Yeah, see, yours don't sound right neither, huh?
No, it's just low, I think. 'Cause yeah, you know, we always doing
Gotta
wrong,
tweak it.
the wrong thing while we always trying to be live. You know, shout out to Ryan Townsend, man. My boy. This his cut right here. Let him find out. We all about to find out here today, though. Yeah. It's about to be one of those. I'm turning this up, too.
Man, got kinfolk in the belly.
Stutter Peasy.
Start a P. You heard me?
You go by stage name, too, or?
We got DDC members in the building. Shout out to my nigga Double. You hear me?
My poetry name.
Yeah, you got to talk in the mic, too.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty and country.
Pretty and country. PNC.
She said pretty and country.
Pretty and country.
Man, that's how we do it, yeah.
Already.
And we can't forget about Double in the building, man.
So I said we got members in here.
All the time, man.
We got members in here. You know what I'm saying? DDC members in here.
All the time, man.
You know what I'm talking about?
Let me get myself all the way together.
We got Uncle W.
Uncle W.
Yeah. We got Uncle W in here.
W. We missing out on getting them intros from G.
Yeah, man, need to settle down one day.
Man, you hear me?
You hear me? Give her a Twinkie and she gonna go for days.
So shit. Dirty.
See,
We turn that down.
y'all got chocolate?
Yeah, I got chocolate latte.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna see if Big O gonna work with me today, y'all. I'm gonna tap in with them in about 10 minutes.
Tap on in now.
About 10 minutes. We going live on Big O.
Tap on in now.
And it's gonna be one-on-one. Hopefully that my kinfolk call in too, man. You know, so we can get women's. You know,
Yeah.
it's,
Get some women's perspective in this motherfucker.
we always gonna need that good old interaction with the women, man.
Y'all gonna get the real, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
Nah,
Always, man. Always.
Yeah.
You know when you ready, Trados.
Shit, just let her ride out, man. Yeah, give him some of that harmony too. Shit.
Let me
hear you.
find out.
You hear me?
Hey, man, I'm about to pick back up on my singing career here in a minute.
Yeah. Go ahead and get shirtless for him and shit, nigga. Shit, do what you gotta do.
I'm about to take it off, man.
Go ahead and get us some views, my nigga.
I'm about to
Get
take
some
it off
views.
one time, man.
You hear me? Yeah, so let me find out. Why you ain't doing the Jesus of Nazareth? Nigga, let that hair swine, nigga.
Man, it's
You know
put
what I'm
up.
talking about?
It's put up.
Oh, all right.
It's put up. We got Jesus Jr. over here.
On a good Sunday. You know what I'm talking about?
That's how we do.
Let that shit swing on them boys.
I know how we do,
You
man.
hear me? Shit, we need these views, nigga. I told y'all, boy, shit ass for sale out here.
I thought about taking my hair down, man. But I ain't gonna do it to him. Not yet, man.
Man, welcome back.
Get one of these in for you.
Durka
Hey.
Durka Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we got family in the
Hold 'em
motherfucking
up.
building.
Yeah.
We got family in the motherfucking building. Where you going, shit
Stutter
at?
P in the motherfucking building. You hear me?
Stutter P in there.
Yeah, you hear me?
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Pretty
you know,
here too.
we're about to say, go ahead. What was it? Pretty in
Okay,
country.
okay,
Pretty
okay,
in
yeah,
country.
Yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, pretty in country.
You need to hold that too? Yeah, we advertising hold that's in here too, y'all.
Oh, I ain't got no hold that.
No,
You don't need no.
need one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
No, she don't need one.
she said nah.
I'm good, man. I'm good, man.
Having fun. I'm glad to represent.
One more time, y'all.
One more time.
One more time.
One more time in here.
Y'all see the topic, man. So y'all can't be acting like y'all don't know what's going on today.
Man.
Yeah. The
Man.
topic was put out, man, for a reason. Man,
We want all the Smino.
man you talking about light them all up in the same room and smoke us out. Make us get out of there.
You hear me? We want all the Smino. So we need y'all to go ahead and tap on in, man. Going live on the YouTube Durka Durka Podcast page. We're going live on the Tiki Taki. We're going live on the Durka Durka Podcast page over there. Going live on the Daryl Mitchell Facebook page.
You
Going
heard me.
live on the Instagram.
Instagram,
DM
DM Creations.
Creations. Going live on the Big Go Live. You got Big Go Live too, going?
I'm going to be there in, let me see,
You gonna give him a little bit
about
of this, a little
about
bit of
4 minutes, man. We going to
that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
be, in about 4 minutes, we going to be there.
And then
We
I'll be over there
I ain't
half the
testing it
show
though,
over
man.
here on DDC 4L OKC on the Big Go Live over here as well. So,
I ain't tested it, so I'm waiting to see if I'm out of the band restrictions, man.
Yeah.
I didn't see. Yeah, because I was banned. You know, it's supposed to be another month. They keep sitting me down for some reason. I think it's because they don't like the music.
yeah. and then we still supposed to be getting the phone call later on today too. So
Yeah,
we got
so I'm hoping that work, man.
yeah. So
You
we
know,
got everybody tapping in today, man. We're gonna go ahead and bring it to the square.
to the squid there, man.
But before we start the show, we gotta start the show like we start every show.
Let's go.
Can I get an RP to the Kiki?
RP to the Kiki.
RP to the Tomcat.
RP to Tomcat.
RP to the Marky D.
RP to Marky D.
RP to the Scooter Boo.
RP to our brother Scooter.
Yeah, man. Y'all got any
Yes,
RP?
sir.
Got an RP?
R.P. Granny.
RP Granny.
Already.
Boy, she bringing that country on home. What was it?
Double up, double up. Got any RPs over there, brother? RP to Pop.
Pops.
RP to Pops.
No, he rap for Pops.
RP
gotta
to
represent
Charles
Pop.
Dozier.
Uh-huh.
RP to Freeze.
You know what I'm
hear me?
saying?
Don't
Nobody move, nobody get hurt. He coming through.
Boy, y'all wow.
You can't
Y'all
forget
wild.
about that, man.
Yeah.
Man.
If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be out here, man.
Yes, sir. Man, everybody had a good weekend?
Man.
Beautiful.
Nah, man, weekend was lovely.
Lovely.
Man.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all,
Got
man.
thinking now. He over here
Everybody-
dreaming.
Damn, you can't remember what you did for the weekend?
Good foods and good rest around here for the
Good
weekend.
rest.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only one sitting over here talking about I've been sleeping and stuff, man. I've been trying to sleep and mostly. Yeah.
Gotta sleep.
I ain't gonna lie, boy. I've been hitting it hard and heavy, man. That weekend journeyman, man. Right now, I'm running a special. So if you ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? If you do got plumbing issues, holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm running a special. Basically, not charging, service charge to pull on up and give you a quote. You know what I'm saying? So right now, man, is the time to get it in. I'm gonna do that all the way until we hit this 2025. And and shout out to moms, you know what I'm saying? I had to wake up this morning and had to go over there first thing.
Shout out to moms. And I wanted to add too, he is advertising for his Mr. Marcus. Okay, let's go, y'all.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about for real, plumbing. But yeah, man.
Keep that on the wraps, my boy.
That one fan's going. Not the ceiling fan either.
I ain't gonna be able to tell it's me anyway. I get my right Mysterio on.
Yeah, I see, man. They gonna see you out there, man. Somebody gonna be like, I know that move.
Ooh-wee.
Off the dresser, looking at it.
Ooh-wee. You hear me? They got a little D, call me Micro D. You know what I'm talking
Suplex looking at it.
about 4'11" in there.
He ain't talking about his. All right, we getting too far away from this.
Right.
Let's bring it on home, man. Today's topic, Trados, you want to bring him in, or you want me to bring
him on in, bro?
Let me. I'm trying to stall a little bit of time if y'all wasn't paying, paying attention, so I could get Big on here.
Shit, they gonna let you on?
That's what I'm trying to see, man. That's what I'm trying to see.
Boy, Big
TikTok.
They be tripping these days.
Which one is it? Is it that one or that one?
What?
Yeah, but today, man, we're going to be going on in about this diluted black love, man. At a time right now when black men and black women should be in unison with what we're facing as a collective for the next 4 years, after it was shown that the majority of black women and black men both voted for the possible president-elect Kamala Harris. Oh, and by the way, man, Pop, you got any of these white tears of MAGA supporters?
Here you go.
And black MAGA supporters and these Latinos for Trumps. Do you got any of these tears queued up? Oh my God, man! I've been laughing all week at this shit. This shit been funny as fuck. You hear me, man? They getting the find out or the fuck around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they getting that portion right now. So they finding out, man. It ain't that easy.
And for people in Pittsburgh here, and people who were part of the local 2227, educate yourself. But either way, you made the conscious choice.
All right, I guess I can't.
Man,
Play any one of them. It don't even matter.
Smoking no
That
more.
shit is funny as fuck.
Yeah, I didn't stop cold turkey.
Yeah, man. Y'all check out some of these videos, though, man. This shit is hilarious.
Then fucked around and found out the highway.
There you go.
We not proud to tell.
I ain't do it.
Educate yourself. But either way, you made the conscious choice.
Yeah, even if we can get the audio, this shit is hilarious. I've been laughing my ass off. TikTok been going crazy. Twitter been going crazy. Basically, man, the Republican Party is in shambles right now. They like, what do you mean I'm not included?
Educate yourself. But either way, you made
This
the
shit is funny as fuck.
conscious choice to disregard this information when Trump was telling you every day what it would do and the economists were telling you every day what that would do. So if you didn't educate yourself or you chose to not believe it, that's on you. And so are the consequences here. So I'm not going to take any joy in your suffering, but I'm not going to feel bad for you either. You made your bed. You have to lie in it now. We all have to lie in it, unfortunately. Even those of us who didn't vote for it will get screwed. Those folks, I do have sympathy for. It gets worse because it's not just Mexico. Trade between Texas and Canada totaled $71 billion last year, making the Great White North Texas's second largest trade partner behind Mexico. Major imports include mineral fuel and oil, vehicles and vehicle parts, and nuclear reactors and related parts. There's another part of it, too. You know all that oil that the United States brings in every year goes from Canada because that's actually our top place to get oil from. Travels in those pipelines, travels on rail, travels in trucks. Do you know where most of it goes? Texas. And did you know that Donald Trump is not going to exempt fossil fuels, at least as of now, he says he's not, from his tariffs? So all of that oil that Texas is importing from Canada is immediately going to have a 25% higher price tag on it, which means they may have to bring in less. So suddenly we're looking at a situation where one of the top industries in Texas, the fossil fuel industry, they control the state, right? We're going to see massive layoffs.
Damn.
We could see tens of thousands of workers immediately losing their jobs. And we still pay at least 25% more for fossil fuel products. And that is, again, a 100% result of Donald Trump's tariffs. So, to kind of wrap it up again, the immediate effects will be felt in Texas. It will then shortly thereafter spread to the rest of us. Texas will get hit first. It'll get hit because of the fossil fuels coming from Canada as well as the other goods. And it'll get hit because it's right there on the Mexican border. And you're going to stop a lot of cross-border trade and travel. So Texas gets it first. And then it spreads to the rest of us. But Texas will continue to be the hardest hit from this. So Republicans in Texas, this is your teachable moment, okay? This is where you learn. This is where you realize
you can go and cut
your
it.
votes do have
I think they ice grilled him enough.
And hey, maybe all the
Ice grilled him.
Yeah, I think they ice grilled him enough. Just play my one lady in there, man. Talking about
There's one lady.
Yeah, with her crying on there about her husband. Yeah, I got to play that one. That was hilarious. I just got to play that one more time.
One more time.
Yeah, man, I've been dying laughing at this shit. This shit is funny as fuck. You ain't got her?
That was that one you had said that was that with the
And for people in
Nah,
Pittsburgh
that's not it.
here,
That black
and
lady
people
with the
who are
brown
part
dress
of the
on, is that what
local
you talking about?
No. I'm talking about the Latinos for Trump.
Oh, no, I ain't see that.
You ain't got that one?
And now Jason's the guy you heard in there. He goes, "I'm very frustrated."
Nah, you
with
ain't gotta
news
play that
that
one,
came
Pop.
out last
We can
night."
keep it moving, man.
Latinos for
United
Trump.
Steelworkers
Yeah, man, they out here finding the fuck out, bro. Oh my God, this shit is hilarious. But in a recent tweet that I laid eyes on speaks volumes for the state of black love in today's world, leading up into the new year 2025. Is finding black love a thing of the past? And why are we at odds with each other? A user by the name of Nikita on X, recently known as Twitter, posted on November 29, 2024 at 3:18 p.m. The black men are to blame, and the black men don't treat black women as valuable valuable, so men of other races aren't going to obsess over black women. It says white men assign value to blonde hair and blue eyes. And now this is them talking about the OnlyFans, right?
She was talking in general, but it went back to
OnlyFans.
Where your mic
She
at? Where your mic
It
at?
says so much that they waged wars over it. There's a reason why white women are more valuable. This was her caption she shared a post from an OnlyFans model I think her name is Caramello, that stated that I've been seeing this discourse about the girl making $43 million on OnlyFans. But can I open a can of worms here? She said, can we talk about how race and ethnicity play a huge part in your income? And I am very grateful for what I make, but can we start being honest about that? The OnlyFans model she's talking about is a U.S. content creator named Sophie Rain. She made the life-changing amount of money 1 year on OnlyFans, with generous fans giving the 20-year-old a combined donation of $43 million. Well, I guess it ain't a donation of subscriptions. But she shared a thank you message to her top spenders. And to put that into perspective, A-list actors Matt Damon and Ryan Gosling were both reported to earn around $43 million in the past year. So she's making more than A-list actors in Hollywood right now for OnlyFans.
Man.
That shit's fucking crazy.
Man.
And according to AI Overview via Google, black OnlyFans content creators generally earn significantly less it says, than their white counterparts, with a reported pay gap at around 35% on average, meaning a black content creator might be paid 35% less than a white content creator with similar engagement and follower count. Some key points for the pay disparity is researchers find a study by MSL, a public relations firm, found that 35% pay gap increase between white and black influencers. The reasons for the gap, factors contributing to the disparity include systematic biasness in the influencers marketing industry, potential lack of brand representation for the black content creators, and unequal access to opportunities. The impact on the creators, the black creators often report feeling the need to work harder to achieve the similar levels and recognition of their white counterparts. Man, so basically this lady is saying that black men are to blame for black women not making the exact same thing as what these white women are making on OnlyFans. How y'all feel about that?
I have a question. Is she black or is she white?
She black.
Well, hell, that's the problem.
Yep, she black.
I
I mean, but just went ahead and put it out there that black men are to blame for them being undesirable.
Listen, the only way you undesirable is if you don't like your damn self. I'm going to just tell you that off the top. Because I can make a white man turn his head. I can make a black man turn his head. Hell, I'll make a China man turn his head. Yeah. You have to have confidence. And when y'all worried about the wrong thing, why y'all worried about everybody's money?
Yeah,
I thought we was talking about love.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what they associated with.
Yeah, that's what they associated
A
with.
lot of
Baby,
women
it take no money
associate.
to get no man.
There you
So
go.
that's what you, as a woman, you worried about the wrong thing. You mad because he not paying for you. That ain't how love.
Are they mad because they white counterparts is making somewhere around the ranges of like what
Why
like
you
I said,
worried
these
about somebody
A-list
else's
actors are
pockets?
making. And they basically blaming it on, I guess, black men putting them at a lower stature than white women.
Because you worried about somebody else's man.
Yeah.
It ain't your man. You worried about a black man paying for a white woman and you not even pursuing that man. So let them pursue it. Go find you a man that wants you, sis. That's all I can say to it.
Yeah, but what was you saying, though, little man? You saying that that's where it stems from, though, right?
Yeah, I know y'all be on me because y'all say I be on the women all the time around here.
Give it to him.
But yeah, I blame, and I be saying my bad when I be talking around my mama too, because I don't be wanting to sound like I'm just a man that's just be trying to beat up on
Like
women
you
or
just
nothing like
sexist
that.
or something. Y'all
Yeah,
got
but really, man, and truly, like I remember what it felt like, whenever you when I was courting women and how it felt like when they was reciprocating, when love was the outcome of it.
right.
And now, whenever we get wrapped up in social media and all these looks and likes from everybody else, now you generally taking your mind frame to a whole nother, I say the reality show type world.
Yeah.
And now you thinking that you got to get in here and this man is supposed to treat you like this way so you could look like this way around your counterparts. And for too many times we talk on her and we say that going against each other anyway is something that we trying to get away from just so we can be able to build. And even on speaking on Pop's plan, the $5 plan. That's a part of it, man. Like if we was to love ourselves again, even if we wasn't just talking about like the relationship part of just man and woman, but just looking at your melanated person counterparts, period, and just loving on them, and stop prejudging is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
And actually give a person a chance and see what they have to offer. And we all know how to write off those people that don't offer nothing in it, and we can start pulling our groups together by weeding those people out. But we still got to be strong ourselves, man, and making sure that we able to check ourselves whenever we ain't doing right too. Though accountability is the key.
So where do you think these facts come from? Like, why is it that these black content creators are making less than these white counterparts? Is it just because, everything that we have to go through as melanated beings, period? Like, we always judge, we always have to like take the harder route, than other races, what I'm saying, just to get the same kind of treatment, that we should be getting from the start. Do you feel like that it has something to do with it? Is that, black men find white women more desirable, and that's the reason why these OnlyFans models are having to jump through hoops to get the same to get
No.
the same kind of pay?
I don't feel
Do
that.
you feel like we've contributed to any of that?
But black women, they a little bit too shy. Shoot, them white women, they don't care what's going on. Shoot,
So you feel like they just busted it open over
yeah,
there
you
more.
requested to a white woman, they go
Yes,
ahead
sir.
and give it to you how you requested it.
They almost
Black
opening
women-
our mind up to new things.
Yeah.
And I say on my side, just learning that, period. Like on a man's part, it was just us coming up with our fathers, man, and just learning other people in that aspect and learning like, okay, I like this because you ain't never been introduced to it. And it's just not us exactly liking white women in that aspect. It's just
Right.
that somebody
what they
was,
willing to do.
yeah, they showing us
I
something.
mean,
that
because
we
it is
ain't-
some brothers out there, and that's all they do is date white women. So I mean, I ain't
I
gonna
mean,
I ain't
but
gonna
I
sit
Shout
there
out
in
to
front.
my kinfolk.
I ain't gonna
Right.
front. That that's not out there. I ain't gonna sit up
He
here and
love
then
them
front like it
pink
ain't some brothers out here that just that's the only thing
But they're
that they
entitled
want
to their preference, though.
Right.
And you have to also take into account that, okay, we supposedly black queens. We ain't got no business on no OnlyFans. It don't take us OnlyFans. We queens, remember? So we should be able to walk down the road. We ain't got to do what a peasant do. If that's how that peasant get her money, let her get her money that way. Our black men are supposed to see us in another light. And if we sitting here worried about, oh, we don't get paid enough because I'm sitting here throwing all this ass and I ain't gotten $2 million, well, you ain't got no.
But it's funny that you bring that up. So, according to Forbes.com, the 7/6 Agency 2024 Influencer Pricing Report offers an in-depth analysis of influencers earning across multiple platforms, and that's including TikTok and Instagram. The comprehensive report dives into pay disparities among various demographics, factors such as skin tone, hair texture, age, disability, alongside race and ethnicity. So basically, they're saying not just on OnlyFans, just like you're saying with them just busting it open, but they saying that they're not even receiving the same kind of equality even on like TikTok and Instagram. They're still earning lesser than their white counterparts, even on TikTok and Instagram, where they're not necessarily busting it open. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the
So
numbers
so
on
so
white
that's
men?
that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of is why is it that these black women are having to work harder than their white counterparts, even when they're not doing the nasty stuff, as y'all say, that the white women are more easily to just go ahead and I guess naturally adapt to. I guess that's how this woman got this $43 million in a year. And you know what I'm saying, there's sisters that's been putting it out there and been doing their thing and they ain't received no kind of funds.
But
like
what's
that.
the statistics on, what is her percentage of white men and what is her percentage of black men?
But I think that's what that lady was saying at the beginning of what we started talking about.
Yeah.
Is that she feels that that black men per se have made black women undesirable, and this is just not necessarily on an OnlyFans. It's basically this is speaking volumes throughout how we carrying ourselves, our
And
culture.
you said that was a black woman, right?
This is a black woman
And
that put
this
this
is why I
out.
said
Bob, you
that-
still got the tweet?
This is
Can you
where
show the tweet?
This is where I'm saying that accountability.
her name was
had to come
Nikita,
in,
so, I
though.
mean, that'd kinda speak
yeah,
volumes,
it
you know what
do.
I'm saying?
But you see that some of these white women is coming out with their curly hair and they same names, the same thing.
Right, that's what I said.
Man, if I ever meet a white Nikita, it's gonna be pretty interesting. I
I
ain't
done
never
met a
met
white
one, though.
Keisha. No.
You know what I'm saying? I done met a white Keisha before. Yeah, but I ain't never met no white Nikita. That's you know what I'm saying. That's some hood shit. But but there you go, right there. That's the tweet. That's the original tweet, and this is exactly what. So y'all don't think we making this shit up? This is exactly what she put out. So basically, she's saying that black men have made black women undesirable, and that's the reason why they're not earning the same in all aspects of social media.
And you know what's crazy is that we still desire black women.
Right.
We still over here trying to talk them into telling them what we like, and they fighting us on us telling them what we like, and we the ones that trying to get them.
Yeah.
We trying to create black love still and trying to live in that aspect. But like I said, it's a lot of pushback whenever we expressing ourselves to tell you exactly what we like. It's like our opinion don't matter in that aspect.
I don't blame the black man, honestly. In my defense, I don't blame the black man. I don't think it's y'all fault. I think it's mutual. You know, y'all have some accountability y'all need to take on it, and we do too. And not just that, there's plenty of freaky black women out there. A lot of us don't open up on that side
Everybody
until we
freaky.
get what we want.
Everybody
you gotta
freaky.
understand, if you get that love aspect and you bring back that black love, there's black women out there like myself who will go ahead and do some of the stuff that these white women doing.
I don't.
We ain't gotta put it out there like
I don't
that,
even
though.
think we have to even base it on anything like that. I'm saying that, like, if a person want to be freaky and a person want to do that, they gonna do that.
Yeah.
You know, it's not to base it on if I love you or I like you or
Right.
none of that. It's like, that's just who you is.
Right, because I mean, I've been on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, and everybody else has been on Twitter. No, man, I'm seeing these black women do the exact same thing these white women
They
are
doing the
doing.
same
So I don't
thing.
understand how they not in the aspects of making this $43 million range kind of money. You know what I'm saying? Or why, you know, even on like a TikTok or Instagram, why they not in the same pay category as these white counterparts?
How I
have
take
no
it,
idea.
how I take it is, black men would prefer to watch a white woman because they ain't trying to go to jail. So let me just watch you on this computer real quick. But back home, I bet you he laying with that black woman getting the same dang thing. In all honesty,
That's those ones that's probably done been through too much. I would say, man, it's hard to put a title on it. 'Cause you don't want to make it sound just bad like that,
You
man.
know, man, say playing.
Yeah, yeah.
I was about to say turmoil.
been through some
We've
things.
been through some stuff. I mean, shoot, it's just unnecessary arguments, man. It's just
Yeah.
like, why is this something that we have to get into it over?
So
'Cause
do you
ain't got
feel
enough
like
feeling.
the what black women and black men are going through on a day to day is playing out on the social media, on the social media platforms, and that's what we're looking at. Like what you're
Okay.
saying is that you know the arguments and you know what I'm
Reality
saying,
showed up.
basically is showing itself on the social media platform, and this is what we're looking at right now in these statistics.
Hmm
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't think none of the good is brought up enough, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's always our down.
Well, we're looking at the good.
Well, I'm not saying we have the good here,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
we need more of this.
About to say you expecting. So how far along are y'all?
We any moment my water could break.
Damn.
Oh wow. All right, so there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we basically showing a black representation of black love right here and there to let y'all know that this shit ain't
Yes.
dead. It's still going on. It's still going strong.
Yes.
We
3
all
years
come
in
from
January.
we all come from, you know what I'm saying, from black love being represented. This shit ain't never went nowhere.
Yep.
It's not a facade.
Yeah, everybody
saying?
knows what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's just fighting your own demons, as
Yep.
they say, and fighting just yourself, man, and accepting, you know, what needs to be happening for you to be able to move forward. And that I know that unfamiliarity and that, you know, that just that feeling that you get like when something just ain't it's just different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people got to get past that and
Yeah.
know that new feeling is what you're trying to get through. That's a part of learning yourself too,
I
though.
feel like
Yeah,
as a
it's
black
just
couple,
shoot.
we need to embrace, you know, therapy, getting help, couple relationships, couple retreats, all the stuff we see other races do that they're loud and proud about that we don't, because, you know, black man's told, oh, don't cry, you're not allowed to cry, wipe your tears, you a boy.
Right.
I feel, and then as we are older now, y'all want to express yourselves but feel unheard.
Yeah.
I feel like therapy. I mean, me and him, we done took therapy.
I totally agree with therapy, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I do see the difference in the way black men and black women are treating each other in 2024 versus
Yep.
the 1990s, or
Yep.
versus the 1980s, or versus the 1970s and the 60s. I feel like
Yep.
there is a huge gap.
Different.
There is a difference, because you know what I'm saying. What happened to the brother singing in the rain? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That shit ain't
baby
that shit ain't
sing, though. He
that
might
shit
not
ain't
be in the
popping no
rain.
more, man. You ain't seeing no more of these black men expressing the black love that they have for black women no more. It's basically, it's like it's all sexual.
Mhm.
It's all, you know what I'm saying. She twerking. What does her body look like?
But that's saying that music is playing a big part
Yeah,
in
it
it, though.
does.
Of course, it's playing
But
a
at
big
the
part
end
of
of
it.
the day, you're
people
an
that-
But that's what I'm getting towards, is that what happened? Where did it go? You know what I'm saying? What's the
too
difference
many lost
between them
black
and now?
folk. Is honestly, I feel like you letting people tell you what you can't have. You can have whatever you want. You just gotta be willing to put in the work. Well, we had our ups and downs, plenty of them, but we both knew what we wanted. We, I didn't play.
That popped.
Okay.
I can still hear that. You might as well go ahead.
It just they scared them. They scared to make changes and stuff, and then they care too much about what other people think about it.
Letting other people in your relationship.
Yeah,
You need to learn that.
it's that audience.
Yeah.
It's that's where the social media complex come in because that's a like. That's a
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think that this is systematically done. You know what I'm saying?
I was going there with you too, man. You know,
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it.
that's why I was. I
mean, the
stepped in the music
conspiracy
part.
theories.
Yeah.
I mean, the conspiracy
agree.
theorists, but I think it plays out in your movies.
Yeah.
I think it plays out in your music. I think it plays out in what you look at on your magazines is being forced.
Yeah.
Whenever you go to these websites, I think that what I'm saying that Black love is not truly represented. I don't think that you're gonna really
No.
see.
I'll test everybody. I'll give you a little experiment.
Go ahead.
If you don't believe what we saying or what Trey Luce is breaking down over here, whenever you watch TV, commercials, TV shows, anything you watch, just pay attention and tell me that you don't see that them putting a black person and a white person together in anything.
Boy, you getting Pop's approval too. Goddamn it.
Tell me.
Hear me? He over there clapping and stuff.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. We're just gonna go ahead and bring it up like.
It is shocking.
Yeah, it is shocking,
But
and
you
it
gotta understand
and it shouldn't
why,
be
too.
like that.
Yes.
You know,
It shouldn't be like that because, like I say, this is a common thing. We sitting here looking at the representation of it, and this is what I'm saying, this is fam right here. So this is somebody we see on a regular basis. So it's like you get this notion that there is a lack of black love, and you looking at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then whenever you turn on the TV and
It's not
mass,
far-fetched.
It's this is a mass coverage, and this is what's being fed to the public, but it's not the regular representation of what you see on a local scale. You saying? You see what I'm saying? It's basically it's the opposite. So it's like you being force fed something.
So you need to change it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
More black podcasts talking about black love. More of us teaching us how to love each other. Should
Right.
no way like
Or you get these podcasts where they be dogging these black women, and then they ain't even dating a black woman. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that too.
Yeah.
and that's when you got somebody like me that's right there like, well, hell, you gonna have to hush.
Because I'm not, in a relationship right now, and it's like I'm never gonna take it upon myself to dog somebody that raised me. You feel me? So it's like I don't understand where that whole notion is, where they're like, well, black women doing this, black women doing that, and that's not even your type, brother.
But let me ask a question too for the missus. Can black women hold black women accountable?
I do all the time. I tell all my friends, they come to me for advice. I'm that friend, who get the wisdom. But I seek people older than me. All my friends that are that I get my wisdom from in their 40s and up.
Yeah.
I've seen their marriages. I've seen successful marriages, and I take advice from people who've had failed marriages because they should know what don't work. And it's good to get that wisdom from there. So I do hold my black friends who, going through something in their relationships, I tell them, well, girl, if you get a booty up the first day, why you expect to get some money tomorrow?
I don't think that matters. I really don't.
Which part?
Giving the booty up on the first night.
Well, it don't. Not all the time. Hey.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it don't.
I had
matter.
plenty of those. Because I'm
I'm
gonna say why.
like that.
Indeed. I was using that as an example. Not all the time, because yes, I tapped you. 'Cause I did. Hell, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that just shows like it don't take a long time to know like what a person wants and what a
Yeah.
person like. Like it just be taking a person like really like holding yourself in that aspect accountable and being like, damn, I do like this or I don't, and I'm gonna go ahead and pursue it the right way and
Yeah, but you
be
gotta,
right about it.
You gotta hold yourself a certain standards. For instance, if you out here twerking on social media, all these other things, and trust, I've done it, so I'm not knocking it at all. But if you have your eye out on a certain man, there's a way you gonna hold yourself. Not just that, what kind of man is he? You can't be mad if this man gonna dog you if you knew he was a dog before you got with him. You can't be mad if this man cheat on you and blame it on, oh, he a black man, they ain't nothing. Woo, woo, woo. Well, heck, he was cheating on you or cheating on the girl he was with, getting with you.
Yeah.
So you can't be mad if he cheat on you with the next person.
Do you think that it's insecure for a man to tell his woman how to dress and how he perceives her to be out in the world?
We've had this talk. We've had this talk. Man, this is a deep one.
Come on, man. I'm there, man. So
We've had this talk, and he's explained it to me, and he's broke it down to me, and I definitely see it from a man's perspective. So at first, when we first got together, I'm one of those, I dress how I feel. You met me dressing like this. You going to be with me dressing like this. And I'm not a provocative dresser, but I get it. I am attractive, especially when I get all up done and stuff. I get it. And he pointed it out as, it ain't about how you feel about yourself. Yes, you making yourself confident. Yes, you're beautiful. Yes, I get that women do that for themselves. But as a man, he's trying to protect me from, when I go to the club, I got hound dogs out there. I got wolves out there. If I say,
man, you're
the P in the building, y'all. Look,
a P, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You hear me?
I get it. Now, he's okay with me wearing certain type of clothes, which, like I said, I don't dress provocative, but if I want a little tee showing or something, I want to look good, I know I'm going to have him right there with me. On the days he's not with me, I do change up the way I dress.
Cover all that shit up, you know what I'm saying? I ain't
don't
gonna
cover
play
it
none
all
of that
up.
shit.
Shut up, P.
And he usually go with us everywhere.
Come on.
So I do agree, if you're a real woman and can just remove self and remove the fact that I'm a woman and just hear what he trying to say as a black man, a man is really trying to protect you regardless of the race.
Most definitely.
Because he know, and I've been through
if he claim it as his.
Yes, yes. And I've been through it before. He can sit here and warn me about my clothing. We could tell a man no in the club. Next thing I know, I'm getting harassed in the alley and I'm running to my car because I done denied this man.
Yeah.
But dang.
And who you looking for to save you?
Man, dang. Waiting on me to come.
The nigga that you weren't trying to listen to.
The one you ain't trying to listen to, the one that had you out there dressing looking like that.
Women's perspective too. It's no fair. We don't get to just go out and look our best and be beautiful and make ourselves confidence. We be boosting our confidence. When I get dressed up, I be in the mirror like, damn, I date myself.
Could I make a suggestion and tell me if this equates to going out? Y'all getting together like y'all do with your girls trips and all that, but actually getting together, man, and telling the dudes to disperse from the house and having some type of girls' night at the house, dressing up, having like you done seen on social media where they had a club scene. And you just in there kicking it.
See,
you can dress like you want to dress, and you at home. You got your girls with you.
I feel like that's it depends on the type of woman you with, because he knows I do have those parties. We have girls' days. We all dress up. We come to the house. Hell, he might be in the room. He's still there for protection. Like, he don't just protect me. I have the kind of man, he protects everyone around me. He's an observer. So we do have girls' days at the house, and Cedric could be in the room playing his game, or he might leave and run some errands for us. I got one of the good ones, y'all.
He said, not my government.
That's the child on this motherfucker.
You gotta.
It just depends, though. It definitely depends on the type of woman you're dealing with. Because, I mean, me and my girls could be twerking and getting drunk in the living room. And I don't feel no kind of way, but I also have the type of man I can trust that he's not a weirdo. Yeah. My homegirls know he not a weirdo. Yeah. And if them bitches get, well, can we cuss on him?
Yeah, you already
what you want to say.
You already did.
It's already there.
Yeah, well,
it's already there.
Them bitches get weird, he'll come quick, baby. This,
okay.
She just touched me. No.
So, I'm about to ask if, so really, why I asked that too, those same friends that you can invite over and have that same type of energy and fun at the house, those ones that's looking to go out and drag the ones that's in a relationship out as well, what type of input is they putting on a thriving black relationship?
So
a lot.
I've actually got rid of friends since we've been together because I don't function with the way they think. Like I said, I like an older crowd. So I have done the twerking and dancing and all that, and he's been with me. And I had a homegirl. She's married. She's a Hispanic and black woman with a all black man. And we like it. She don't go nowhere without her husband either. So we have our whole group, and our husbands is sitting there chilling, just observing and watching and making sure we straight. I don't hang around people who don't function like we function. I don't hang around people that don't have the mindset we have. If you can't comprehend he's gonna be there, or he has a right to have an opinion with some of the things I do, hell, all the things. We both have opinions. It's up to us to respect each other's opinion or however we gonna move. But he knows I hear him, and I know he hear me. If they can't agree with that, they don't need to be in our presence. Because at the end of the day, it's us at the end of the day. And they not going to be there. Friends come and go, just like family do. But when you got a spouse and you in true black love, it's us against the world. Hell, it's us against the kids, because it's us at the end of the day.
Speaking of us against the kids, what order do you put the house in?
Oh, the order that's right. The order that the Bible says.
And what order is
the
that?
wife,
All
the
right.
children.
All right. I just wanted to see if you knew what it was, man. You knew how it go, man. A lot of women stray away from that. Damn, boy, I keep on. Who get to play first?
Well, okay, so on that aspect, we different. They talking about who get the plate first. If you do it the right way, the biblical way, everybody get the plate first, because we supposed to be eating dinner at a family table. No TVs is supposed to be on. We have dinner at a table. It got 6 chairs around it. I put all the food in the middle of the table. Dad got everybody washing their hands, and then we all sit at the table and we grab food.
That's how it's supposed to be.
That's how the dinner is
y'all
supposed
breaking
to
bread
be.
together.
Exactly.
That way that the family can thrive longer.
Exactly.
I mean, my whole aspect on that is that you just can't forget what brought this family together in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, how the family was created. You got to remember
the
that.
kids.
Yeah, you got to remember that
Was
y'all
dad
two
and
fell in
mama.
love in
Yep.
order for this family to get created in the first place. I feel like a lot of couples are together now, and then they be like, "Well, I'm just with them because of the kids." You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we don't get down like
that's
that.
That's why that relationship don't
yeah,
last
Right.
that long.
It done became such a common saying that most couples say that, like they feel like they need to hold on to something in order to just basically do it for the children. And man, you lost the entire aspect of what was going on to begin with.
That's
like y'all was
fear,
in
though.
love with each other.
That's fear, and them not knowing how to get over fear.
Right.
When you scared, and especially for those who have a child for the first time, it's me and his first kid, and I've had those talks with him as well, because I'm like, dang, I ain't trying to be a single mama again. This and that. That ain't nothing but fear. That ain't nothing but the devil. You have to pray that away and speak with each other and communicate with each other when you have fear. I know I could tell him my fears, and he can tell me his fears, and we don't blow them up in each other's face. And trust, we did have those issues at first where we blew stuff up in each other's face, or, well, you told me you were scared of this, and just the normal stuff that go on. But if you want true black love, in my opinion, you got to learn how to grow and take accountability. Baby, I was wrong. I have no problem with telling Cedric when he right. And he don't even care.
He like, not my government. Not my government.
Cedric.
He love his dang name, y'all. I tell y'all, I can't feel
you
his
know what I'm
dang
saying?
name.
That
He
boy's
love his
crazy.
name.
He like, not my government. Oh no, not the government.
Yeah.
The
He
gumball
giving
buddies.
himself
Yeah.
class.
That boy's
He's
crazy.
applauding
I do
himself.
some editing over there, pops.
He said,
But
take
he's
my
sitting
name
here
out of
tagging
it.
y'all on live with his real name.
Do you feel like black women are pressured by European standards of beauty? Do you feel like that? Not necessarily you per se, but
Yeah, just
some
in
of
general.
some of your sisters, or some of your, you know what I'm saying, the people that you rub shoulders with on a day-to-day basis. Do you feel like the European standard of beauty is pushing, like, for instance, this Kayla Nicole is still crying over Travis Kelce? She just broke down on national TV and then said that she can't get over this man.
That
You know
girl
what I'm saying?
hurt.
And she
lost.
hurt, you know what I'm saying? Or like Serena Williams basically doing whatever the hell she's doing allegedly to her skin.
Oh well.
Yeah, with her white husband. Why did
Listen.
or like a Lil Kim? I mean, I could go on and on. You know what I'm saying
Well,
about
we know
why
why
are these
Lil'
women?
Kim, we know why
Why-
Little Kim did what she did. She
I
done had
but
talk.
me personally, I'm hurt by this Serena Williams shit because I was in love with fucking Serena Williams.
Yeah, but that
As a
ain't
black
your
woman,
wife. No.
it ain't gotta be my wife. I can
Yeah.
still idolize her as a black woman,
Woman, yeah.
and I thought she was beautiful, and I don't understand why
But
she
you
went
gotta
and did what she did.
understand, hurt is hurt. Fear, like, just like you probably have flaws and things about yourself that you see in the mirror that we don't see. You probably like, oh, my teeth ain't straight enough or something like that.
Right.
You don't know what other people's eyes see you as. And I feel like we all go through that. So I don't think it's based off all these different things as in the European look. No, the girl just thinks she ugly. It ain't got nothing. And she just says she wish she looked more like, you know, the European.
But why would she push herself to look more like
because
that particular look?
Social media, because that's what's posted,
Right.
and because as
I
she
mean, but
has
I
a
guess-
weak mind.
I guess that was my first question, though. Is
Yeah.
like, do you feel like there's an overcoming or an overwhelming presence of European standards being pushed down these sisters' throats
I
to
don't.
where they feel like they need lighter
I don't think it's
skin,
being
or they
pushed
feel
down
like
their
they need
throats,
straighter hair?
though. I think that's what they adapt to because that's what they wish they were. I don't think it's pushed down their throats. You have beautiful African women posted all the time. There's an African model name right now. I don't know her name. Beautiful skin. I mean, she's viral for her skin being so black, and she's a
Right.
model, runs the runway. We see her pictures all the time. Idolize that picture. Just like you idolize, you chose. It's a choice.
Right.
You chose who you wanted to idolize. That's why we're not supposed to have idols.
Well, I think it
chose
too is we like what we like,
Yeah.
you know, and it's just when you. I don't know if it's the idol part, but it's definitely looking at somebody and you like, damn, she look good,
Yeah.
you know, and then they change that,
Yeah.
Right.
and it's like,
Because it's not just the women, you know what I'm saying? Like, you also had this, what was his name? Travis
yeah,
Hunter?
man too.
Yeah, the men too. The
Yeah.
men have been losing their goddamn mind because you just had this Travis Hunter's fiance that was basically giving him the cold shoulder, and this is like the #1 football player in the
Yeah.
country right now. And it's like black women are sitting there looking at this basically this white woman with this black brother, and he's basically doing everything he can to solidify his love for this woman, and she basically like, I don't even really like you like that unless
Because
you
you
get a deal.
gotta understand,
You know what I'm
she
saying?
has standards too, and you gotta understand she knows her worth. Regardless, she's still a white woman,
Right.
so she still can give. And you have her in this world where she pulled you. So now, what's her options? She get options too. So you can't be offended or make it about, oh, he's black, she's white. She got options too, baby. Just like you chose her, now she gets to choose. You have to be able to be willing to choose each other.
Right.
So I don't believe I feel like people just need to take accountability
Oh, yeah, I get what you're
and
saying.
quit putting it on the statistics of numbers
Saying, be
when
nice.
it's all boiled down to choice.
Yeah,
I have a choice to choose him. I have a choice to
It has to be a
leave. I have a
mutual
choice
choice.
to stay. And with black love, you gotta understand things ain't easy. And with our generation, everybody wants to come easy. Well, everybody want to be millionaires. We all on TikTok. We all want to do this. We want to do that. But to have a successful podcast, y'all gonna have y'all ups and downs. I'm sure y'all have had y'all's ups and downs. Did you quit?
Hell no, we
Oh
had
shit!
it.
To be honest with you, but we also in our defense, we're not looking to. I mean, shit, we could do this until the fucking cows come home.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We're not necessarily
Exactly.
doing it for the fame, or we're not doing it for a
Right.
monetary value.
So you
We're
just
doing it just because we love doing it.
you proved my point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You made your
we almost
choice,
200
and this is-
episodes in, and it's just for the love of doing it.
And
You know what I'm saying?
So you prove my point. You doing it because you love to do it. You
Right.
chose to do it. That's what you want.
Right.
Okay, so it's your viewer's choice to decide to listen to what you got going or to go to another viewer.
Right.
It's that woman's choice to idolize the European body or idolize the African body or just get your self-confidence up.
But-
It's a choice.
But you don't feel like there's not a large number of women pushing towards the white male, or you know what I'm saying, go get you a Kevin girl,
Like,
or you don't feel like there's an overwhelming
I've actually have a
presence
cousin.
of the brothers that's pushing I'm gonna get me a Becky. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel like that doesn't have any. There's no counterparts or anybody that's saying that in the black community. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that. I do get that. But I look deeper into things. Yes, we could blame it on, society is causing us to push more toward this way or making the black man push toward, let me get a Becky, blah, blah, blah. I look surpass what society got going and what they really got going in their lives. And you can look, they just weak, or they just have fear to actually push through, or they just had a girl come along and break their heart and they don't know how to get over it. So that's just the next race to go to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I've been hurt by this black woman. Let me try a white woman. And then since you want to get on social media, black men, I'm sure, was saying the same shit back then. Hell, you got masters having fucking babies with the damn slave, the kitchen maid. So what was the difference from then now? The difference is social media and camera. It's being seen now.
I think the behind closed doors, they love the way
Behind closed doors, they was
doing what
fucking
she
the
was
hell
doing.
out of master, and the master's wife was doing the same thing with damn Elva D back there in that closet.
B.
So I don't see.
That's one of them names.
Yeah, those names. I don't see what's the
He was out there laying that hammer.
Yeah.
It's over, Elva.
Master had kitchen maid in the barn. Elva D was up there in the master's bed and stuff. It was done back then too. It has nothing to do with race. In my opinion, it deals with preference. It's just now we have social media so y'all can make it about that. No, he got hurt by a black woman. His mama probably beat the hell out of him. He's scared of that shit. So the next race is white. But okay, what about all the black men with these Chinese women, Japanese women? There's, European, Hispanic, Latinos. Every type of woman has a pretty woman that's fantasized about. You have men who go back to the porn or the OnlyFans. You have men who are obsessed with he like Latino porn. Okay, so but he got a
pig.
Hey, Mimi so real. Our sis in the middle, she said no, but for real, she agree with you on that. What you talking about? You can go ahead.
Man, I tell you, ain't nobody supposed to know about them Latino women. Damn,
Shut up, pig.
Shut up, pig. Shit, like them Latino women. Hola, mi.
Don't play now, cause I done told him.
Just speaking that tongue, right?
Listen, don't worry. I put a little
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Está bien.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
All I gotta say is see. No. But at the end of the day, that's what I feel like it boils down to. Because the same thing that's going on now in this world is the same thing that was going on in 1960, 1940s.
So you don't feel like there's some kind of underlying agenda? You feel like they just?
I feel like it's just we have cameras now. We have technology now.
But you don't think that they trying to keep up with the camera lifestyle though? Like
some of these women?
I do. I mean,
he's
just talking about on both sides. He's felt like for men and for women,
yeah,
they're just trying to keep up with this lifestyle that's being.
I can agree
pushed,
with
this
that
narrative that's being pushed.
I can agree with that, and that still boils down to the weakness, the weak mindset, the fearfulness. Y'all sitting here trying to live the life of somebody you see for 30 minutes on a dang podcast or a damn TikTok 2-3 minutes long, and now all of a sudden, me and him had this talk because sometimes I send him reels to help with our relationship, and he think I want him to be those men in those videos. And we had a sit down, and I had to let him know it ain't that. I don't want to be that couple. For all we know, he whooping her ass behind closed doors. You can't idolize somebody's relationship. You learn to remove self. I say that a lot. Remove self. I'm asking you, this is what I was trying to explain I was needing you for. And this video was a perfect explanation. It ain't coming out my mouth. It's coming out this person's mouth. And like, we can use Steve Harvey for instance. A lot of people are, some people are against him, some people with him. I remove self. Yeah, he done had 3 marriages. He could have 4 marriages. But if anything, hell, that man wise now. Hell, it took him 4 times, and he finally figured out this girl from high school was good enough.
Gotcha.
Sometimes it takes, a few mistakes. Sometimes us hard-headed people got to be knocked upside the head 3-4 times before we figure it the hell out. So with that being said, you have to remove self. Yes, social media is a part of it. I'm not taking that out. And like I said, that's because we can see these
or just their environment, because it ain't a soul allowed that can't tell me that Serena Williams rubbing shoulders with these. I'm sorry, man. I gotta go back on my baby. I'm hurt.
I like that Serena Williams.
Hurt. Her rubbing shoulders with these white women every day, and you know what I'm saying. Her white mother-in-law that she didn't want to fit in more. She didn't want to be more inclusive with this group, and that's the reason why she did what she did to herself. I'm talking about this is
that's weak. It goes back to
black goddess in my opinion.
Exactly, but it goes back to being weak-minded. It goes back to not having enough black love. around her. There wasn't enough acknowledgement on who she was as a person before she became this woman who dated a white man. That's what it boils down to. She didn't have the support she probably needed, and you got to think, is there some
Damn,
childhood
sure didn't, because
damage?
if it was me, I'd have been putting the foot in that.
You heard me?
Yeah, you doing
Hell,
it?
I would. You like girls?
Not a literal one. Not a literal one, though.
Yeah, not like that.
Yeah.
It's who you have
Yeah,
yourself
getting in her
around.
ass, you got to have somebody that loves you enough to pull you to the side. That's what I always say about these dudes.
Well,
that got all this money, and I be like, man, you ain't had nobody around you that loved your ass.
women
That's
gotta
like
pay,
a little dirt.
women gotta pay attention. Period. Whenever a man is
Allegedly.
speaking on them and how they moving in any aspect of trying to better them in a light that they see
I
them in,
agree.
then that's what they gotta pay attention to. That's where the love is coming from. And
Mm-hmm.
you can equate that to other people that's coming around you too, because if they looking at you and paying attention to you, then you know.
And vice versa too, because you gotta think. Right now we dealing with black love, but you can have somebody who got it together, who comprehended, and who ready to take that journey. But if the other person in that black love type relationship is not willing to do the same, you can't keep sitting here and say we had lost of black love. No, you chose the wrong person. You can't expect a dog to do what cats do, if that makes sense to y'all. In other words, I can't expect him to sit at the damn window all day like a cat do and just be not making a ruckus. And then you got dogs. They tear the house up. They be everywhere. But you want them to act like a cat and just sit at the window. That's not how it goes. If you gonna be with, if you gonna have these, if you want him to be a good man and you want her to be a good woman, y'all gotta make that conversation happen and understand, okay, this is what I want. This is the goals I have. We've sat down and did vision boards, goal boards. We've talked about things. And also, we've understood and had the conversations on why we're broken, how we ended up broken. And I'm one of those, I'm a talkative person. I'm going to have them talks, even when he didn't want to have them talks. Listen, this is just the kind of woman I am. This is what I like. This is what I function with. If I function how you function, we're going to function together. If I'm not feeling what you talking about, I'm going to tell you I'm not feeling it. I'm going to give you a reason why I'm not feeling it. And I'm going to give you a reason why we need to seek other options. And that's how we learn to run our household. We still work like that.
Well, what do you feel about the whole conspiracy before you met Stud Up P? You know what I'm saying? About men not being able to lead. Like, do have you heard that a lot? You know what I'm saying? And the whole aspect about women leading, men leading, and vice versa.
Well,
How do you feel about that?
Before I met him, listen, I was a very dominant masculine woman. He met me driving with the seat back, listening to E40 and Zero. He said, you a nigga.
Yeah, because he talk about that a lot too.
A lot. Yeah,
Come on now.
I was
Come on, jump on in here, shit
I
ass.
was
Jump on in here now.
very masculine, but I
Yeah,
also
come on with it.
you
Come on
have
with
to-
it.
you
Yeah,
have
jump
to
on in here now.
understand.
Because you finally got you.
I'm letting.
I agree. I
Letting
agree.
her
finally got a woman's perspective.
I'm
So
letting her talk
Come
on.
on.
I agree. I was very dominant, but you gotta also understand, and I comprehend what kind of man I was messing with back then. I had mama and daddy issues. My daddy was very abusive. So when I grew up, wasn't no man gonna do me like that. So I'm beating the hell out of niggas now.
Oh, no.
Like,
Oh no.
yeah, I didn't really beat them, but that's the mindset I was in.
Yeah, they
And
definitely
I'ma
got to change that
protect
mindset.
myself
Yeah,
before
she
somebody
damn sure
dog
ain't
me.
whooping up on Stud of Peace.
No, I did not.
Shut up, hey.
I
He
do-
said he's safe over
I
here.
do
Ain't no-
not.
You
I do
don't
not.
even thinking
I
of
do
no
not.
shit like that. Yeah, you know, shoot.
I ain't never put my hands on them, but that when I say masculine energy, that's how you see those women come off, and they portray themselves. They really aggressive. They rah barking in your face. I've seen those type. I've been that type. I have.
But why don't they want to go back to putting the masculine away whenever you meeting somebody masculine?
Because it's a defense mechanism. That's all it is. When a woman's been hurt,
Well, Papa
especially
Green
You
today.
hear me? Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
worried
yeah.
about-
See, you know what I'm saying?
I'm married though, too,
I'm getting
though,
the nod of
man.
approval today. I mean, we getting some shit
Yeah.
accomplished in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
If I look over there and I see Clarence Campbell, he like, ain't saying nothing. He ain't even putting his 2 cents in. Then, boy, it's some good conversation going on in this
Yeah.
I'm
motherfucker.
not talking to him, Pop.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to
Damn,
y'all,
he
'cause
said,
I've been there. I've been in those shoes, and I comprehend
Shit.
it's a defense mechanism that us black women do, because believe it or not, there are men who respond very well to that masculine energy.
Yeah, some men do, but
Some do, some
but
don't.
when you noticing, like you said, you wanted him and he wanted you, they have to know that as well too. And if you meeting somebody that's masculine already, and they trying to tell you that they don't like a masculine woman, and then it's up to you to want to change yourself to want to be what he wants. If you want to be with that man.
Indeed.
But if you don't, continue doing what you're doing, and then you'll see where it leads.
And that goes back to choice. He has a choice to leave me, or he has a choice to stay here and tell me, hey, little mama, I love you. But that's what we not going to do. I'm the man of the house. This is how I go. I get you hurt. Let's talk about it. That's his job as a man. We had those conversations. I was very dominant when he met me. I've been on my own for a long time. And that's what I was used to. I was used to hustling, and I never lived with a man before. And I have 3 children before him. I never lived with a man before, nothing. So I had it made. I was the man. I was the woman. And like I tell him all the time, he allowed me to tap into my feminine ways. And as black men, y'all have to understand, that's a defense mechanism. So yes, it's hard to deal with at times, but if you a real man, you gonna open up like, hey, it's something wrong with my woman. Let me sit down and go ahead and figure it out. And you're not gonna take it personal. You're not gonna, man, there's something wrong with these black women all the time. No, baby, she hurt. Help her. Y'all want us to help y'all, right? Y'all want us to hear y'all.
But wanting and accepting the help is a different thing, though, too.
And like back to choice. It's a choice to either accept the help and actually bring that wall down and hear each other, or y'all end up a toxic relationship, broken up. Somehow she pregnant by the time y'all break up, and now y'all got this little baby that y'all got to raise together, and y'all never should have been together because it was a choice.
End up in a situationship.
In a situationship when you could have sat each other down, you understand she has this masculine energy that needs to be broken. You the one who fell in love with a broken woman.
Yeah.
So if you fell in love with a broken woman, how is it her fault?
Okay, Stutter P, how did you sat down and had the conversation? How did the conversation start then with breaking it down?
Yeah, let's hear the man's perspective.
The
man's perspective.
yeah.
How you sit your woman down and you tell her, are you asking her to if you seeing masculine energy? How you sitting your woman down to address that energy?
Shit, it was kind of hard though at first because I'm like, well, I don't see nothing but a straight nigga in this motherfucker. Like, shoot. I tell you, I used to set the 40 on the dresser and some more stuff. I'm like, God damn.
Walter. Hey, don't use real names. Walter. Sat on that table.
Like, what's going on? But shoot. Sometimes shit, you gotta just keep on trying. Like, if it's something that you really want, shit, you just gotta keep on trying and shoot, don't give up, shoot. I mean, if it ain't meant to be, shoot, you gonna know it ain't meant to be. Shoot, you're gonna hit part ways and shit like that. But shit, we just kept on having them conversations and shit, and shoot, she really kind of brought me out of my comfort zone and shit like that because I really ain't no talker like that. Like, shoot, I kind of sit back, stay to myself and shit like that, so.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I do it.
She said she don't like that.
Ask him what I call him. When he piss you out, mute.
I sit back and stay to myself and shit like that. So
that's really how we collect our thoughts as men.
Sometimes that's the best policy, though.
Yeah, and address and just see how we gonna maneuver through this world that we already don't know how.
Well, you would rather him sit and collect his thoughts than to say the wrong thing and then damage something forever.
Yeah.
My thing is that if that was what he was doing at first, I could comprehend that. But you also got to take in personality. I'm a type of person where I have a trauma situation, and I acknowledge that. And I'm very vocal and educated enough to let him know, look, that's a problem for me. I can't handle that. It makes me flash back to certain things. And that's a red flag. And I don't think that's how you trying to portray that. So we need to talk about this and get an understanding first, and then we can go our separate ways. You could sit in a room. At the time, he smoked. So we could smoke, and we always learned it was more of me who
that was before the pregnancy, y'all.
Yeah, way before the pregnancy. This about 2 years ago. But it was more of me. I've seen his potential. And I know they tell us women don't work off potential, but at the end of the day, you pray about something, you ask for a sign, you seek that sign. And I seen he was just a broken man who had been through some things and not in some so good relationships, probably some trauma in life. I didn't know his full story. And I was educated enough to understand I knew what I wanted in life, and I wanted a man who was teachable. And I knew I was a woman who was teachable.
Gotcha.
So, and I understand that with us being so young, we met 26 years old. With us being so young, I had an old soul. So I knew whatever I was seeking, I was not about to find it in somebody my age unless I was willing to compromise and learn how to teach somebody. But in the same midst, I was willing to teach myself and tell him he's able to teach me. You know, if he didn't like something, you can't sit there in your thoughts on mute mode, gathering your thoughts. You need to let me know in that moment, hey, baby, I can't function with that. There's a way you approach a woman, especially a masculine woman. There's a way you approach her to get her attention. It snaps us like this. And I told him that. And then there was a lot of times we used to love sitting and smoking together. That was our time. He come out his shell. He was very open. He was giggly. I could get him talking. So if
The
I
vibes.
really, yes, if I really wanted to, if I want to have a
What the indica do
serious,
to you, shoot.
if I want to have a serious conversation with him when we first met, I got him high. And I knew I could do that because I knew I was getting the man I was seeking. I was getting what I knew he had inside of him that he didn't show when he wasn't under the influence, sadly. But he was traumatized too, and had situations too.
Yeah.
So I understood that.
And let me put it out there, y'all don't necessarily got to get high in order for y'all to.
You
vibe
don't.
together.
That's why I
People play
said
stage.
What I was gonna
People
say.
watch a movie together.
we
What I was-
don't smoke no more now.
What I was gonna say is it was nice how you can actually look at another person and see what needs what help they needs to get them to
that's
the next
what
part
helped
of
Right,
him
right.
at the
You know?
time because he was on shutdown mode. He was fed up with women, and I could tell. But he had so much potential that I could also see just how he was willing just to come in and move the way he did when we met. And what I had going on, he just jumped in there and he was just, ain't no other man. It's people I've known for 10 years and never got a man to move like that. I knew him for 22 seconds and that man came through. So that was my sign. Okay, I can work with this. So I had to move in ways that I knew would get him to open up and come out his comfort zone. And if you educated enough and you listen enough, it's easy to get a black man to come out their comfort zone. That's why I say we both have to take accountability. Because if you really love somebody and that person loves you, you know how to get them to come out their comfort zone. All I need to do with him was get him high and feed him. I mean, look at the weight. Fed that boy good. Good play in the blunt. I can have anything.
That's the 250.
Yeah, that boy about 180 when I met him.
Let me get into this while we still
Solid
got a little
right
bit of
there.
time.
Shout out to Crystal saying, tuck your belly.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Well, let me get into this while we still got a little bit of time. We're going to go back to this K-Dot situation because this shit is taking a turn for itself. The Kendrick Lamar, which we reviewed his album on a previous podcast show, mentioned on the song Whacked Out Murals. Don't let no white comedian talk about no black women. That's law. And that was one of his bars from the song. Fans immediately started putting two and two together and felt that the rapper was putting the spotlight on comedian Andrew Schultz. With his podcast, Flagrant and Brilliant Idiots, with his podcast with Charlemagne the God. He made numerous jokes about black women that have some deemed as offensive. And let me just go.
Charlemagne sitting there, huh?
Yeah, with Charlemagne sitting there, from what I'm understanding.
Well,
And then from what I'm understanding is, let me read some of what he said. He says, on the latest episode of Flagrant, Schultz kicked off the show by addressing what K-Doc said head on with sarcasm. We need to sit back and reflect. Listen, no one respected black women more through the art of rap. He says, so I completely understand how a rapper could look at a comedian telling a joke and be like, yo, you need to switch that shit up. How dare y'all keep saying your wives are annoying? Be more like us, bitch. Ain't nothing but hoes and tricks. I beat my bitch with a stick, he said. His co-host, he says, pointed out how much K-Dot cares about protecting the black women through his craft. Hence his work with continuous hip-hop figures like Chris Brown. They said he did a song, Autumn Leaves, together. Kodak Black, they did a song, Silent Hill, together. and almost pulling his music off of the Spotify due to his hateful content and conduct policy, which took down the music from artists like R. Kelly. So basically, he's saying that they took down, you know what I'm saying, the artist R. Kelly, say he's threatening to take his shit off too. He said, are you saying that Kendrick Lamar put it on wax that he is protecting black women from white comedian jokes, but not the kidnapping and molestation or the rape of what R. Kelly did?
Then they got to fucking move the goalpost again.
Yeah, that's you know how it go, bro. He would take his own music off of Spotify to protect R. Kelly. He said everybody gets these jokes over here. He said Schultz said. He said the comedian also decided to put on his genius hat and interpret the track for himself, concluding that technically speaking, if we're going off of grammatical English, he is saying that I can't talk about black women. This helps Schultz apparently understand better why K-Dot is working with the South Park creators Matt Stone and Trey Parker on an upcoming comedy movie. He appreciates white comedians that make fun of black people. They've done that brilliantly over the decades. He said, and we wouldn't want to break that law. He said, I mean, they have a character called Token on South Park, which I'm sure Kendrick is a big fan of. And then he went on to say some crazy shit like he would make love to Kendrick. Basically like him implying that he would like buck break him.
Yeah. Butt break.
No, it's like, like back in the day, like they used to break butts. You say you got the video?
You can play that.
Yeah, go ahead and play the video then. Yeah.
Huh?
I mean, shit, let it go.
Let it fly. Got some time.
Like, first of all, Kendrick's
here go the video, y'all.
gang affiliate. Everybody, his security, they will kill me. They will destroy me. They'll find me in the street. They'll fucking cut me up. They'll shoot. They'll do whatever. I'm not a tough guy. Y'all do. But
y'all look at the video, y'all.
I would make love to him. There's nothing he could do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him, and the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not. That's the only.
He got black dudes on the panel.
If it's me and Kendrick,
they always think this shit funny too.
That's because they
it's about physics. It's about physics.
And this take me back to the industry
But if we're
shit.
in a cell, there's a chance that if we're in a cell and we're bored and we done tattooing each other, whatever you do in the cell, and we ran out of board games and we did all the other things, we cleaned everything, and I'm like, man, I might as well fuck you. There's nothing he could physically do to stop that. Besides put his legs in the air and choose a position. Maybe I let him choose a position.
Why are you pulling this picture up, Mark?
Wow.
Why are you doing this?
Look, put up the picture of him and Travis
In other
Kelce's
words,
girl.
he knows
Look at
something we don't know about him.
God, dude, that's unbelievable.
I'll be honest, I would go so far as to say, I don't think he could stop most people on the planet from having sex with him. Like, the only reason he got
This shit ain't even funny in
there.
there.
It's not
From having
because
sex with him whenever he wants. Now, don't get me wrong. There's people
So
who
white
can fuck
comedian
me
talking about
against my
assaulting
will.
a black
I was
man.
in an elevator once with this
Boy,
drag
and
queen,
these
and this
boys
motherfucker was like
cracking
6'5".
Oh, yeah.
And we're in the elevator, and we're going down. I'm like, yo, if he wanted to take it, I gotta cause a ruckus or something like that. Like, I gotta have my pants. I gotta do something. I know with Kendrick that
Insane.
he's talking a lot of shit, but if it came down to it, I could put him on my lap. I could feed him a bottle. Or I could put him on my lap. I could feed him a bottle and make love to him if I wanted
just
to.
went
There's
to a
nothing
party
he could do
we
about it.
ain't
I
been
might
to
not be
and ain't
hard. Dick
going
might
to.
just slap soft against his butt. I could be romantic with him, and there's nothing he could do about it. To the point, like, I think I'm so charming, he would just fall into it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I think he would just be so charmed. He would be like, damn, like, whap, wap, 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 wap. Let me suck it up. You want to talk about
well,
another
first off,
album
with
called
that
Damn.
mustache, we know he a pedophile. We know something wrong with him off that.
Reincarnated. Ask how penetrated.
right.
But in all seriousness, we
Okay.
love Kendrick Lamar, our woke king, and
Okay, and then Kendrick hasn't responded yet to Schultz's new remarks. Understandably, though,
Ain't he?
those online have called Schultz out again for being on his weirdo behavior. For instance, we got one from Travis B. Hill. He said, this shitbag Andrew Schultz response to being called out by Kendrick for disrespecting black women is to threaten to sexually assault Kendrick. And you have two people of color just giggling alongside and
But
co-signing
look
this
what
pathetic
two people
behavior.
you got. First off,
So
look at that.
and then the whole reason why I'm bringing this up is despite K-Dot speaking up for black women and basically all black women are buying his protection role for black women, based off of whom he's married to. And then let me just read one of these screenshots. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But for instance, you got one of these basically Twitter people that was talking about this whole situation. She said Kendrick pandering to black women for support, but won't date one. Social media is hilarious. And then you have another one that says they not like us. I will always laugh at nakers, and that's the way she spelled it too, is Nakers, that pander to the black community but procreate with non-black women. Started beefing with Drake and constantly made references to him being mixed, but is actively in a relationship with a mixed woman. Claimed Drake is soft, but walks around with a purse in the industry. So you got basically some black women that aren't buying his protection of black women because of who he's basically dating or who he's married to. So my question is are black men not allowed to fight for black rights solely based off of whom they are married to? I think that's a good-ass question and a good topic point. What do y'all think?
That's more than a yes or no question.
What you say, double? That's what we just had. We just had a talk about Dr. Umar right before this. We went up live, man.
Yeah. So you got Kendrick Lamar speaking up for black women, but you got black women that are not buying his, I'm protecting black women role just simply because of who he's married and who he procreates with.
What's crazy is the word said it.
He's still got a black mother, right?
Of course he does.
And at the end of the day, he's still black, right?
Mm-hmm.
So wrong is wrong, right is right. He has a right to it. Just because he's with a white woman don't mean he don't feel that we shouldn't be talked down upon. I'm not buying none of that.
They just try. It just sounds like they trying
money to me.
They trying to push people away from still not protecting the black woman.
And I feel like
and this is coming from black women because
that goes to it. They getting what they want. The black women fall in this and be like, oh, you can't try to sit here and protect us because you dating a white woman, and that's his preference. That don't mean he ain't trying to protect you.
Still looking out for you.
He still probably got black sisters, and that's why I don't do social media. Half these names y'all said, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know half these damn people because I don't watch.
Well, I don't think nobody even knew who this Andrew Schultz was until he brought him up into this song. You know what I'm saying?
Hitler mustache. That's about it. But at the end of the day, I feel all this is a gimmick and it's all money, especially with what's going on with the little parties and that baby oil and stuff. Clearly, he been to a party that we didn't go to. So maybe he knows something we don't know. The reason why he got so funny off of it. Not just that. Y'all feed it into social media too much. Worried about all these people's lives and what they got going, but we not making $1 off of it. So I personally feel like I can't answer the question.
I feel K-Dot. I feel like we do need to hold a standard, especially to these people that are, speaking down on black women.
I don't know what he said. Right.
I don't know what the Schultz dude was saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to see what he said.
But
and he brought up R. Kelly. So what was it that was said to where you bring up R. Kelly too?
Right.
They always want to keep associating everything with that because they just want to push it more towards that system. Because that whole system is built up off of that pedophile sleeping with young kids and doing all this stuff behind closed doors. But what I was,
But y'all also got to think, this go back to like I said in the beginning, quit idolizing people. You don't know what's done behind these cameras. Y'all get on here. At the end of the day, you love that music because you love that music. Okay, everybody got a life behind that music. Just like, we can use Tyler Perry. Everybody got something to say about Tyler Perry. At the end of the day, he making millions off what a black woman's doing or did. Everybody got to understand it's money involved. Y'all got to remove that stuff and quit idolizing these people. They doing what they got to do to feed their fucking families. So if you're going to sit here and harp on it, yes, he has all right to protect us black women for getting whatever this man is doing. Hell, but there's also black women probably still fucking this Schultz guy. Yeah, what about them?
Definitely, because they trying to get a status. But
they're trying to get a status.
But on K-Dot's situation too, you know, he run with the nation too, you know, quiet as kept. So I can see why, you know, that message is being pushed that way too.
Yeah. I don't. I feel like K Dot was right. I'm glad he spoke up, but that has nothing to do with
Yeah,
who
because
he
I feel
agrees
like that needs to be a collective front. I have no
Right.
idea why you would have a problem whoever this
with who
dude
he
is
spoke up.
sleeping with behind closed doors, speaking
Right.
up for black women. I
And
don't
if,
get
if
that.
she really love her black man, she gotta learn. I'm sure she's been dissed on by plenty of white people for dating a black man, regardless of how it go. They both getting backlash from both sides. It's how it goes.
I mean, I don't know if y'all have ever seen Kendrick's wife, but she's not necessarily white. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm
she's
like,
tan.
I mean, she might be mixed, but
Yeah.
I mean, during the whole ordeal with this shit going on with Drake and them going back and forth, they kept bringing up his wife. That was like the only thing that it was the key point of what they kept talking about. It was like, oh, well, he married to this chick and she ain't black, and yada yada yada. And I'm like, damn, dude, why are we keep on going back to the same, standpoint
trying to
of who
fight
he's
wrong
who
with
he's having
wrong.
sex with?
He not he going at
Is that him?
he doing the easy way with going after the woman again,
But you
trying not to have the black woman be protected.
I feel like, these arguments that these famous people go back and forth through, even with the diss records and all that, you gotta understand they making money off that. It don't have to make sense. Half the fucking music nowadays don't make sense. I mean, we ain't got no more Luther Draw or
Draws.
Luther Draws.
You said Luther draw.
Well,
Luther
yeah,
Draws
yeah, panty
is-
dropping, Luther Vandross. We don't have no more of him. We don't have no Betty White or whatever.
I got no more
Betty Wright.
Keith Sweat, huh?
Yeah, and even older than
White.
him, right? You know what I mean? Hell, we don't have no more no Etta James. We don't have none of these people telling these stories in their music no more. The music's garbage. So what? What he said don't make sense. So what? It don't have a point. None of the damn shit they do that they made millions off of makes sense and have a point. How do you expect them to make a point?
That's what I mean whenever I ask the question to the artists that come on here. What is the message in their music?
Because if you ain't got no message, I don't function with it. I listen to some old school. Like he know I listen to old music because music is my peace. That's how a lot of people settle. That's why the world is in an uproar, if you ask me. Because the music back then had people fucking. People didn't have time to shoot up nobody mama house, and people didn't have time to go do a riot. People didn't have time to worry about
Now they,
this and that because they was too busy fucking. That's why we got all
now
these
they trying to
kids.
get you
Well,
away.
shit.
from
I
doing
mean,
all
what
of that.
my whole thing is we're just too much division. It's always
Yes.
division in the black community. It's always. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's another thing.
That's what I just.
Yeah.
They was together before the fame. You know what I'm saying?
So
but
that's a whole nother love y'all can't even tap into.
right. Yeah, but that's that's my thing though. It's always some kind of division. It's just
It
like
is.
this foundational black American shit. You know what I'm saying? There's always some kind of division
I agree.
whenever we collectively trying to push towards something. Because any
Because of
white
what we've
comedian, any white comedian that's getting on stage and talking about openly raping a black man, I think
You a
that
fool.
motherfucker needs to be banned on all
Oh,
fronts.
eat that nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Eat him up.
And there needs to be the dudes in there that's laughing at that shit need to be getting dealt with.
Eat him up. But see, and one of those
African
dudes.
American though.
Let me see.
Huh?
We was looking up the
Lamar,
picture of his
Kendrick
wife.
Lamar's wife is her father is African American.
I
I
don't-
mean, like I said, real shit. If he's speaking up for
what
black
does it
women,
matter?
I don't give a fuck. Well, you know what I'm saying? What he's doing behind closed
I
doors.
appreciate. I don't care who.
I don't understand this whole notion where he ain't dating a black woman, so how he gonna speak for
'Cause he
for
can.
black women?
Because
like,
he can.
It don't fucking matter at the end of the day.
Yep.
This brother is sticking his neck out on the line.
He
He's
got a
saying
big
that
enough
shit-
name to protect us with.
He's saying it's law.
Yep.
Don't be on stage dissing black women or whatever the fuck he was
Mhm.
saying.
You see how
But
Gary?
she is
Cause
a
I don't
little-
never watch his shit, so I don't know nothing about this Andrew
She
Schultz.
is a
dude.
little percentage of black African American though.
So what is she? Is she white and black or what?
She's mixed.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so-
I can guarantee you right now, she done had to deal with racism. And so across the board, like it shouldn't matter. At least somebody took up for us with a name, in my opinion.
If they went to school together,
She black.
Yeah.
In Compton. In
And she
Compton.
beautiful. She don't look like she's just white either.
Right.
Yeah.
I think people
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
out what they can, the best they can, just to make their argument. I think that's what people are doing right now, and just like you said, building division,
And it's
making
easy.
money off of building division. And we have enough ignorant people out there to allow it to happen. When we should just be saying what topic should be right now. Thank you, Kendrick, for doing what you did. Speaking of for us black women, hey, man with the mustache. Why are you still even existing on social media platforms? You talked about raping the shit out this man. We got a problem.
I mean, what the
We got, and then
flying
you got
fuck?
two people sitting there giggling. Cause me, I'd have been like, hold
What
up,
the
pipe
fuck?
down, cause you a little, and you white, and you talking like this about a black man. Hell, you own
Yeah, he talking
somebody.
about sodomizing the black man.
Yeah,
on fucking-
okay. By this time,
on
baby, I
national
need to
TV.
know what your little flags show at your house.
Man, because it is up to you to have your outlook like on what people is gonna view you as, and man, you showing like what we supposed to look at you as, and I'll be sorry to say, man, shout out to my non-melanated people that I do fuck with, but the ones that I don't, man, I don't really trust a lot of them, man, like because of just seeing and all the things that I've been through myself, man.
I
It's
grew up
just
in
like
an
shit.
all-white school in an all-black town. I grew up in Boley, Oklahoma,
I mean, you
and I
know.
went to school in Prague all my life, Prague, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I mean, shit, we
Racist.
had plenty of white folk over
Yeah,
there.
we had
in
white
Lewis City.
we
you know
had
what I'm
white
saying?
friends. That's why I said
But
shout out to my ones that we with, but it's some that we had to watch out for as well too,
Yeah.
coming up in
Right.
this world.
Right.
And I'm sure it's the same word. It's the
Well,
same
you know,
thing.
black people always gonna have your protection guard up facing anything.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
no matter what race.
I mean, no matter, what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? There's gonna be always a situation where you're gonna be like, you know what to do and what not to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take us on out, brother. It's 7:00.
Just like that, man.
Straight like that.
You see how y'all
I
do me?
said what I said.
You see how y'all do me, baby? He spot me up like, man, here you go. Here.
Go ahead, take us
We
up.
both sitting right here next to go. You shoot it. You shoot it.
Nah, you shoot
No, you shoot
Alley-oop
He
that
said, I got some
motherfucker. Alley-oop that
I wanted you to shoot it, man.
Alley-oop that motherfucker. Go ahead and take it.
All right, man. It's been one of those. I tell y'all all the time, man. Y'all really got to take y'all accountability, man. I love that video that Emmanuel Hudson was in, where that accountability was on the table, man, and a lot of them women was running away from it because it speaks volume, man. Not just on the women part, but on our part too. I know I be on y'all helmet, but for us too as well, for the men.
Yeah.
So y'all make sure y'all all look at yourselves and hold yourselves accountable for your actions, and let's try to accept unfamiliar feelings. Definitely being in moving into these new years and all that, and these new ways that people is acting out here, man. You gotta learn how
It's
to.
gonna be an interesting 2025 in this motherfucker, and
Yeah.
on to the 2029. It's gonna be pretty interesting.
So that's why I say make sure y'all stay vigilant and watching your backs and all, and your movements of moving out here in the world that we is about to be witnessing coming up. But if y'all ain't got nothing, man, y'all make sure y'all go to that Durka Durka Podcast on YouTube, man. Like, subscribe, man. We trying to get the subscribers up, man. 200 before the year's up, man. See if y'all can help us, man. Tell some people, man. Pop said he got to get to work, man. Hell yeah.
Hey, you subscribed yet? Oh, and shout out to Queen Ella, man. We
Yeah.
gotta give a shout out to the Queen
All the
Ella,
time, man. She be repping
holding us
for
down,
man.
holding us down.
That's why we gonna continue to keep
time
repping for
out.
her, man. If y'all look out for us like we look out for y'all, man, there shouldn't be no problem with us progressing and doing what our vision is what you say? What our vision is coming to be.
Real
Like
shit.
I said, make sure y'all go to that Durka Durka Podcast. Like, subscribe, man. I'm gonna be on Big O next week, man. Look like I was 3 days ahead of time on my
okay.
band. So I'll be there next week. Y'all make sure y'all go to DM Creations on Instagram. We got DDC4L on Big on Trade side, so
Shit.
y'all can still tap in over there and make sure y'all.
There they go right there. Yeah, thank the guests for sure for coming
Yeah.
through. Double up.
Thank
Shut
y'all
up,
for
hey.
coming through. Stutter Peasy.
Hey.
And what you call yourself? Something country?
Pretty and country.
Pretty and country PNC. That's Pac.
Yeah, man. Pretty and country.
Yeah, poetry.
All right, and make sure y'all hug on your loved ones, man. Shout out to the bros that's in the building too. Double, and as always, man, one of our supporters. That's why y'all ain't see the comments going crazy, because our brother is in the building, man.
Already.
We love him for that, man. He always stay tapped in with the podcast, man. But shout out to y'all, man, for rocking with us and keep on rocking with us. Like I said, man, run them numbers up, man. And if it ain't nothing else on that note, it's your boy Dirty.
Boy, Trey.
Stutter P.
I always be waiting on them to take their shells out, man.
Start up, hey.
Stutter P.
Oh, I swear, I'm pretty
Yeah.
in country.
Pretty in country, man. And we is out.
Hey, hey. Stutter P on the mic, taking it out. Nah, I'm playing.
Yeah, you set it up.
Yeah.
Shoot the shot.
Shoot it.
Shoot it. Shoot the shot.
Shoot the J.
Shoot the J. I appreciate y'all, man. DDC4L, KC, man. We're going to be back next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. You heard, man? It's the Durka Durka Podcast on YouTube, man. You need them subscribers. Come on through now.
If you didn't know, I'm fly as a bird. So when it comes to these words, I go so absurd. Throw your throat to the curb.